Hey everyone, welcome to another top 10 list. This week's top 10 list is from my Vegas vacation. I'm doing the top 10 poker chips that I picked up while I was out in Vegas. I know some of you are interested in this kind of stuff, some of you aren't, but this is what I brought back from Vegas, so this is what I gotta do. All right, so let's get started. Number 10. First chip I'm bringing out here, this is from the Edgewater Casino in Laughlin, Nevada. I went to Laughlin. It was my first time going there. It was interesting. I'm glad I went. Picked up a bunch of singles, picked up a bunch of chips. Probably not a destination I'm going to be heading back to. But anyway, I picked up chips from each place, and this one is from the Edgewater. And even though we're talking about Laughlin, which is way out in the middle of nowhere, the quality of their chip is good, and that's why I want to start with this particular one. Number 10, the Edgewater. Number 9, as I was heading back into Vegas, one of the casinos on the outskirts was called the Santa Fe Station. The Station casinos have numerous properties: Palace Station, Main Street Station, Santa Fe Station. There was Texas Station, Fiesta Station. But anyway, the Station casinos, Santa Fe, I don't get there too often, so I picked up a couple of their chips, and as you can see by the condition, these have been used. Once again, the condition or the quality of the chip is good. You can hear how good they are. They've got good weight to them, and a very cool design as well. The sticker placement's pretty good. So yeah, decent chips overall from Santa Fe Station. That's number 9. Number 8, one of the places I always play poker is the Orleans, and the Orleans changed their chip to this silver-looking $1 chip, but they also have these silver chips with the gold inlay, and I'm not sure which one's the older. I think these are the newer ones. I remember the Orleans having yellow chips in the past, so to have them with silver chips and to see two different types of silver chips for their $1 chips, I'm like, okay, I should probably grab a couple of these just because I know I've got the old one. Their old one has an alligator as their mascot, so to see this, that was definitely a little different and definitely something that I had to upgrade in my collection. So that one is number 8, 10, 9, 8. Now, number 7. This is from one of the newest casinos on the Strip. This is from Fontainebleau, Las Vegas. The bow tie is their little deal. It's a $1 chip, and man, this was a multi-billion-dollar hotel. And this chip is one of the cheapest chips ever. It is a plastic chip. It weighs almost nothing. It's like a 4-ounce chip compared to these 8 or 11. I don't know if it's ounce. No, not ounce. I think these are 11-gram chips. And this is nothing. There's no weight to it. It's made of plastic. It's an extremely generic chip. The Fontainebleau charges $600 a night for a room. It's very lavish. And you would think they would spend a little bit of money on their chips. And to see this, I mean, it's just the Orleans chips. You can hear that this one's plastic, this one's clay. But there's a little bit of weight to them. You can hear that. Whereas this is literally cheap plastic. I don't know if you can hear that. Maybe if I bounce it on the table. That compared to, hear the difference? That's a clay chip. That's a cheap plastic chip. So yeah, multi-billion-dollar property, and they have cheap, lightweight chips. Extremely, extremely disappointing for a chip collector. Extremely disappointing for a gambler who actually has to use these. They're just awful. I don't know what to say. 10, 9, 8, 7. Anyway, number 6. Another brand new property in Vegas. This was the Durango. Sorry. Now, the Durango opened shortly after Fontainebleau, and you can see by this chip that it is a classic clay chip. Good sticker on the side, and once again we drop it. You can hear that sounds like a chip, not like a toy. So the Durango, even though it's off the strip, has a much nicer chip than Fontainebleau. Durango just recently opened, like I said. Quality place. Very cool place. Yeah, I would most certainly want to gamble with these chips. That one is number 6. Number 5. When I was out and about, I went to Prim, Nevada. Now, Prim, Nevada is on the border of California, and there are 3 little casinos out in the middle of nowhere. When I was there, I stopped at them, and these chips here are from Prim Valley, and I didn't see a single table game open, so I don't know where or why they have these chips, but I went to the cage and I said, do you have any dollar chips? And they sold me these 2. So Prim Valley Resort and Casino, quality chips. You can hear these are the clay chips. They're excellent condition, and they are good chips, especially for a place that doesn't seem to be offering table games. So I found that interesting. That is number 5. Number 4, right next door, was Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills in Prim, Nevada, same thing there. I mean, you can hear these are good clay chips. And no table games open. I had to go to the cage, and I was able to get these 2 chips. I wanted to stop in Prim and get chips from these places before they close, because I can't imagine them staying around too much longer. All 3 of these casinos were all ghost towns. So yeah, I wanted to make sure to get chips before they went out. So that's number 4. Number 3 would be the 3rd casino there, and that's Whiskey Pete's. Whiskey Pete's, well, Buffalo Bills, I should say, they've got a huge roller coaster encircling the hotel, but it's shut down. They also have water rides inside, a flume ride, which is also shut down. 3 is Whiskey Pete's, which is across the street. Once again, Whiskey Pete's has great chips. I didn't see any table games open, so I don't know what they were using the chips for, but I went to the cage and picked up a bunch of these anyway, because I have a feeling you're not going to be able to get these too much longer. So yeah, Whiskey Pete's in Prim, Nevada. I made sure to stop there and get a couple chips. Number 2, speaking of places that aren't going to exist anymore, I stopped at the Tropicana and made sure to pick up a couple of chips from there. I got a couple nice ones with the gold. I got a couple with the sticker. Tropicana $1. These are all pretty good. Some of these have a little bit of use to them. But yeah, the quality of the chip is what's good. I mean, like I said, you're talking clay chips. Good weight to them. Decent chips. And with the Tropicana going to be closing in the next few months, they're going to tear that down and build the stadium there for the A's. So yeah, I figure I should probably get a couple chips before that place is permanently shuttered. That is number 2. And finally, number 1. Not exactly a poker chip, but this was from South Point, and it was from their poker room. And as you can see, it says Tournament Champion. This is a card protector. When you play poker and you put your cards face down on the table, you then are supposed to put something on top of your cards so the dealer doesn't accidentally take your cards. So that's the point of a card protector. Normally when I play, I just use a poker chip, because as long as you've got a poker chip, you're still in the game. But when you win a tournament there, they actually give you this card protector. South Point Poker Tournament Champion, and of course, yeah, I took down a tournament when I was there. So I was the proud owner of the South Point Poker Tournament Champion card protector. So those are my top 10 chips from my Vegas trip. I actually ended up with another 5 from places that I hadn't been to before. But like I said, we keep it to a top 10 list. If you learned anything new this week, go ahead and hit that like button. If you like what you see and you want to see more, please subscribe. Love reading all your comments. Guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.